Hello friends, Karen here with your Breathe, Move, and Be Yoga Break with Full of Hope Yoga. Today we'll continue to explore practices for recovering resilience by using practices of mindfulness to return to the wisdom of the body. And today specifically, mindfulness surrounding movement. You see, when you move and shift your body into different postures and forms, you actually shift the activity in your nervous system and affect its state of stress or calm or elevation or regulation. That is why flowing through different yoga forms and holding postures is an excellent way to rewire the brain and help us recover and resume some resilience in times of stress. So let us start our session today of centering. We're going to stick with the theme of movement today, and so we're going to scan. We're going to scan our environment very slowly with our eyes by slowly moving the head as our centering practice today. Getting started though, always want to take a pause. Becoming aware of the stable ground under your feet, the stability of the chair under the back of your legs, and the length and strength of your spine. And then with your eyes open, let's start by having the head just turned to the left, and we're going to start this very slow scan. So the very slow movement of the chin over towards the right shoulder. And as the chin moves, the eyes go with it. And that's where we scan. We're just noticing items in your room. Go ahead and say them in your mind, just as you notice: mirror, water, picture, door, mirror. So you just continue to scan, naming the objects that you see in your room. It's another way to connect to the present moment. It's going to scan all the way to the right side, and then we'll be done. Naming what you see: mirror, mirror, mirror. I'll bring the head back. Okay, how about a little roll of the shoulders? Get some movement to the neck. One earlobe to shoulder, the other earlobe to the shoulder. All right, for our breathing practice today, again, we're going to stick with the movement theme. So let's bring one hand to the heart and the other one to your abdomen. And let's have an intent to breathe slower, to inhale slower, and exhale longer. So whatever that equates for you, to inhale slower and exhale longer. And as you continue like that, notice the form movement. Where do you feel movement in your body or on your hands or under your hands as you breathe? One more slower inhale and longer exhale. Where do you notice movement in your body as you breathe? Good. All right, let's release the hands to the top of the legs. Now we're moving on to something called grip and release. So this is where we want to feel the opposites of what it's like. And we're used to bringing the shoulders up to the earlobes and sending them back down low and loose. This time we're going to bring the shoulders up and hold them up there very tight. So this is grip. Hold them up. Feel all that, create tension around your neck and the top of your shoulders, and then release. Just notice what it feels like then to be released. You can also, if you can see in the screen in front of you, see what it looks, the difference of what it looks like. So let's grip, creating tension, feeling the tension, and then release. All right, now let's do that in the face. Let's do that with the jaw. Now you can have your hands on your face and feel what it's like to have the jaw clenched together. You can feel it with your hands, and you can feel it back here. So clench and release. And of course, only do this if you don't create pain or injury with clenching. So clench and release. Notice, and maybe try that a couple times with your hands on your face, and then maybe try it without clenching the jaw, and release. Just notice the difference. One more time, clenching and release. Give yourself the time to notice, to see what it feels like, to experience the different sensation. Notice how just everything about your face, your neck, your shoulders having clenched, having gripped, and then having let go. All right, friends, we're going to stand on up. Move your chair out of the way. And we're going to power pose. So just think about taking up as much space as you can with your four limbs in the environment that you're in. How would you want to look strong and powerful? They say if a bear is coming at you, instead of running, because you'll never outrun the bear, you want to take on a powerful, big posture, big form. So what can you do with your body to create that? Taking up space. And then how for yourself can you sense strength or confidence in this posture? Could you maybe thrust your heart, thrust your chest open a little bit, widening even more your shoulders, widening out through your arms and your hands? How about down through your legs? How can you sense strength? We practiced that the other day. Maybe pressing, trying to open up the carpeting. You could feel that activation in your thighs, in your glutes, sensing, feeling strength. Now let's slowly just let that come down and maybe create the opposite. So when you just think about a posture of empowerment and confidence, and then what would be the opposite of if you were feeling maybe not safe, you needed to protect yourself, if you weren't feeling sure, the shoulders might round and come forward, the head, you might not be looking straight ahead. So notice what that feels like, just in your body, but just in your mind and your spirit, to be in a posture like this. And then let's slowly, again, just find that strength, find that form that feels strong and empowered, opening up through the heart, opening up through the shoulders, the head is looking out straight, or maybe your chin's even raised in victory. Now there's some confidence, right? There's some empowerment, sensing, feeling victory. And then we'll let the arms come down. Roll the shoulders. Bring the shoulders to the earlobes, back down low and loose. Open up my palms towards you, your palms towards me. Sensing your breath, drawing in an inhale slower, and exhale longer. Maybe we can practice that audible breath of sighing coming out, breathing in. Exhale, this loose jaw, loose shoulders. Looseness all the way down to your hands. Good work, my friends. All right, let's come back into our chairs or onto the ground for meditation. And I'm going to guide us through a progressive relaxation exercise. So coming into a posture that you feel supported, but you can release and let go at the same time. Maybe you'd like to even lie down for this if you're able. Sitting on the ground, lying down, or sitting in a chair. Let's start at the top of your head. Just sensing the crown of your head. And then bringing some tension into your eyebrows. And letting that go, release. Tension into the eyebrows, kind of like drawing the eyebrows together. Feel that tension and then let it go. And then we can clench the jaw again. Let that go. Maybe bringing tension into the whole face, squishing up the face. Maybe even bringing the cheeks up towards your eyes. And then let that go. Bringing the shoulders up towards your ears, feeling that tension. And let it go. Feeling some tension down through your arms. Maybe we could, let's just go down to your hands and create fists. Create fists, feeling that tension, and then release. Let your fingers go, and then find those fists, and then bringing that tension all the way up your arms, and release. Hands back to the top of your thighs or in your lap. Creating some tension in the hips, in your glutes. We all probably can know what it feels like to draw in on those glute muscles and release. And maybe to activate the thighs, you could press your feet towards the earth. Notice some activation in the muscles, and then release, let it go. And then down into the feet. Maybe you can scrunch up your toes inside your shoes, and then let that go. Sensing your body in its entirety. Noticing if there is any place where you feel still tight or tension, and anything you could do, any movement or readjustment to allow ease and release. Scanning your body, noticing for tension, and allowing ease and release. And then guiding your awareness to your breathing. No need to change it. Just notice your inhale and your exhale. Notice that little place of interchange where your inhale falls into your exhale. And maybe you can experience that little bit of tension right at the top of your inhale, right as you release. And maybe that can also be this movement and this experience of feeling the tension and then feeling the release. Let's try that with your breath. Good. And then let's lastly invite you to notice and bring ease into the face, around your eyes, around your cheeks, into your jaw. Release down into each shoulder, right hip and left hip. Ease and release down your legs into your feet. Just notice what this feels like for you to have tensed most of the body and then felt release or relief. Notice the sensations in your body. You might feel open, relieved, maybe free. It's a nice feeling, a nice sensation to focus and end on. And with that, let's bring in a little deeper breath, maybe sitting up a little taller, breathing in with the shoulders coming up, and exhaling, letting the hands fall down by the sides of your chair, feeling the feet connecting down and in through the floor, feeling the length and strength of your spine. We can inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, connect the hands down to heart center. One more inhale to fill up your heart space. And on this exhale, we'll let the hands fall out, releasing the breath. And here I bid you God's peace, shalom. May we be safe, may we be well, and may we be full of hope. Shalom, my friends.